Hold on a second. Where are you? Where are you? There you are. So, Skinslip, just to, reiterate one last time, I just want you to know, buddy, it's okay to be gay.
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
I'm very sure.
Because there are people on the internet telling me that it's not okay, and I just wanted to make sure.
Well, those people are wrong, and they are stupid.
I mean, I figured I had to get a second opinion, a trusting opinion.
Okay.
Someone I knew wasn't going to lie to me.
I feel like there was a song sung by Kermit the Frog about this.
Isn't it easy being gay?
It's not easy being gay. Well, I've heard that can be the case sometimes.
I think this is going to go down the list of most awkward intro.
Yeah. It sounded better in our collective heads. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Saturday Night InSaNiTy. How are you all doing today?
Very gay.
Very gay.
Very gay, as in the classic
jolly
meaning,
and happy.
Meaning happy, and the modern meaning homosexual.
Damn right.
Rainbows for everyone.
My girlfriend still loves me. It's all right.
That's okay. She's very accepting, and that's why she's a wonderful girlfriend.
Hola, fuckers!
Hey, how's it going, Iceman, New Zealand? What do you mean the mic's not on? The mic is on.
Your mic not being heard?
On his mic.
Testing. Yeah, the mic is on. See, this is the beep meter for the mic. Testing. Hello.
I hope everyone has a gay Christmas. As gay as possible.
Absolutely. I don't know why.
Happiness is good.
Hey, thanks, Drum Mike. So I'll get to the guys here in a second here. I'm just trying to find some relevant tags that, movies, movement training, roll into move. No.
It's talk shows we're going to be.
Film. No. They don't have anything for, like, Geek chat. Like, how do we not have that? Geek? Nothing.
I don't know.
Culture.
Oh, you can put us under AMA, Ask Anything or whatever.
Okay.
That is something we do.
All right.
Chat interaction, I believe, is another one you can use.
Chat.
No. No? Okay.
Interaction. Interviews. We interview each other.
Every week.
I don't know. Educational. There we go.
Expected, it's Major Matoko's fault. Hey, Major Matoko, future reference. Always you first.
Yes. Because we always have everything working perfectly on our end at all times.
There's never a 45-minute delay at the beginning of the show.
Never, ever.
It never happened.
All right.
It didn't happen last week at all. Nope.
So I've been watching the extras from The Thing, and I just randomly paused on this guy talking about the effects and realized he looks so sad. I don't know why. He's not actually sad. He's just, like, in the middle of a sentence, and that's just where it happened to pause. But
sad piano music to that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just walking away music.
The walking away music.
Walking away.
He almost looks like he has tears welling up in his eyes. Like poor effects guy from The Thing.
You don't understand. I worked 400 hours on that thing. They set it on fire. It's like crying. They set it on fire. He's still upset.
They set everything on fire in that movie. You know what was really cool about it is most of the time they had the actors themselves operating the flamethrowers and everything. Like they were right in there.
They would never allow that now.
It was amazing.
No star a flammable device that could explode.
So we're waiting for Stoudman to get here, so I might as well tell you what a good chunk of my day was. I was reading... Hold on a second.
You were reading?
As you know, I was gifted the Arrow edition of The Thing a little while ago, so I was actually reading the book that came with it. And this is some fascinating stuff. Like, they got a couple of really good essays in here about the movie that I really, really enjoyed. Good.
Question.
Thank you.
Okay, question before you read.
Yes, I wasn't going to read from it, but okay.
The steelbook you have is for Shout Factory steelbook, right?
Correct, yes.
So, does the Arrow release and the Shout Factory steelbook have similar transfers?
They have the same transfer.
Okay, I'm going to buy the Arrow one because I already have the Shout Factory one.
So what I was going to say, yeah, the Arrow one came out, the Scream Factory one came out in 2016. It's a 2K transfer from the Interpositive.
Looks good, by the way. Looks great.
Which looks good. As you know, I had some issues with the color timing. That was my main issue with it.
That's personal, yes.
Now,
I don't like it either.
The 2017 transfer that Arrow did is from the original negative, and it's a 4K scan of the original negative.
I'm insane with
And Dean Cundy didn't fucking color time it.
And, well, okay, now, the Scream Factory one was supervised by Dean Cundy.
Yeah.
The Arrow one was supervised by Dean Cundy and John Carpenter.
That's right. Now, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Dean Cundy did the same thing this Halloween. Halloween's got a blue tint to it, because he supervised the transfer of that new edition also, or the one that came out in the Digibook.
So he just loves his blue tint, apparently. But,
it's a problem with some cinematographers do this. Vitaros Ferraro does the same thing.
Yeah.
All of his movies are now redone in 1.77 or whatever his 1.40, whatever his crazy format that he loves. That he wants all his movies to be formatted now.
I see.
Oh.
So anyway, yeah. So the 4K transfer. Now the Scream Factory Steelbook, which is limited edition, but there's still plenty out there. I've even seen it on the shelves locally. As recently as yesterday, has both discs from the original Scream Factory release, plus a third disc, which is nothing but the movie, the same print that was in the Arrow edition. So anyway, what I was going to say is, yeah, it's a 4K transfer of the original negative, so it definitely has more detail, and it is noticeable, I think.
You're going to see the grain a lot more defined also.
You can see the grain a lot better. It's really beautiful. It has a very filmic texture. And the color timing appears to be way more natural, and it just felt much more correct. Like, flesh tones are more natural. It doesn't have that blue tint over everything. There you go. Drum mic is...
Probably because...
Drum mic, yeah. Drum mic...
Dean Cundy, and then John Carpenter came in and went, turn that fucking blue shit off.
Yeah, exactly. I can totally see that.
It's exactly how he said, turn that blue shit off.
Like, what are you doing?
Turn that shit down.
No, no, look, it's making the generator scene look pink. What the fuck, dude?
Yeah. Exactly.
So, yeah, so the red scenes look red, the orange scenes look orange. It all looks the way it should. And honestly, like, as someone who has basically seen every transfer ever of this film, dating back to the days of VHS, this is absolutely the best it has ever looked, and it is just gorgeous. So I watched that today because I really wanted to check it out, especially after reading the stuff in the Arrow book, and
I'd rebuy the thing on blue on 4K.
And then afterwards, I was looking over the extras, and I was like, oh yeah, the Scream Factory set also has the network TV version of the thing, which I've never seen. I'd heard about it, like, just that some of the overdubbed swears were really funny and stuff, so I really wanted to check it out. It's like, yeah, what the hell? It's only 93 minutes. I'll just put it on.
I've seen that one the most, actually.
Have you? Yeah. I think my mom had seen it, and she told me about some of the overdubbed swears and thought it was really funny. Oh, yeah. God, I'm just going to hear this all night now. Thanks to Drum Mike for the fuck's sake clip, by the way. That's one that he clipped from one of the old... one of the.
Is it you saying fuck's sake?
It's me saying fuck's sake, yeah. Pissed off about something from some other...
Fuck's sake!
I guess from an SNI episode. But he clipped it out for me and was hoping I'd add it to the soundboard, so I just junked one of the sounds that nobody ever uses. So after watching the 4K version, I was like, wow, that was just amazing. That was beautiful. God, I love this movie so much. I was like, okay, let's watch the network TV version. And the first thing I notice is right from the start, we have the title, Antarctica 1982. And this voice comes on and says, Antarctica, 1982. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh, God, they added a narrator. And then, but this was actually...
They Blade Runner'd that shit.
This was kind of interesting because in the first, 20 minutes of the movie, as they're kind of introducing each character, the narrator gives the viewer a little bio of that character.
Fuck's sake!
Holy fucking shit, are you serious? Is this just going to be all night? Am I going to regret putting that on there?
$$.
I know.
You know what needs your notification sound needs to be $signs from now.
$signs.
Ding.
Just cha-ching.
You just say ha.
Or just the clip of "We're in the money."
Yes.
It's short enough. It's fair use.
Yes.
So as each character is introduced, you get a little bio of them. So it's like Windows, radio operator, he hates being here, and like Childs, mechanic, best there is.
You just use the clip you said.
Narrator, pointless, does nothing for the movie.
You don't have to use the original clip. You just use the clip you saying "We're in the money," and there you go.
That's true. Yeah. So there was that, and then I noticed also. Now, of course, anytime the Thing actually appears, it is just censored to shit. Like you barely even see, like the scene where the guy's head,
Fuck's
like,
sake!
The guy's head like rips itself off his body and droops off the table and spreads legs and runs out the door. That's not even in it. Like that whole scene is gone. It's basically the guy, the guy's chest explodes. You see just a couple of quick flashes of stuff. You can't even tell what it is. Then flamethrower, done. Next scene. And it's
hilarious.
It's like cut down to like 5 seconds. That's like a freaking 5.5 minute scene in the movie originally. Mm-hmm. But so they cut all that stuff out. And I guess because they cut out so much stuff, they added in a bunch of outtakes and deleted scenes to kind of pad out the running time a bit more. So you do get a few little extra bits that are not in the theatrical version. Then in addition to that, like the extra scenes, they also added little lines of dialogue to further explain and clarify things. Like, to the point where I felt like they were just spoon-feeding information to the viewer. And also, anytime there was any kind of text on the screen whatsoever, either the narrator or one of the characters in the scene would read the text. So, like, for example, when Blair's looking at the computer simulation of how the Thing takes over organisms, and he's like, cell, dog, cell, intruder. It's like, assimilation.
Part of that because they're counting the people that have really small screens and not be able to read it.
Well, it
makes sense, but it's still like.
Well, then there's the part where they find like some underwear and they read the name on it.
I know,
and the name fills up like the whole freaking screen, and so it just said to me like.
Yes, I agree.
To me, it was exemplary of just how little the networks thought of the intelligence of their average viewer, where they had to spoon-feed them all the information and basically explain the plot through additional overdubbed dialogue. Like, for example, when they're examining the Norwegian base and they find the video recorder, and in the original it's just, MacReady is like, video recorder, and then he goes to walk out of the room. But then, in the network version, he goes, video recorder, and he turns, and as soon as you can't see his mouth anymore, this overdubbed dialogue is, we could probably learn something from the tapes. Like, gee, I didn't figure that that's what the relevance of that was. Thanks for explaining that to me. What would have given it away? Maybe the scene where they're watching the tapes, like 5 minutes later?
Isn't it a different voice that says that line? Like slightly.
You're an idiot.
No, I'm pretty sure it was the actual action. Like, I could tell that there was a lot of extra Wilfred Brimley dialogue in it. So Blair was like Irving the Explainer in this. And so anyway, if like me you're intimately familiar with the movie in its proper form, watch the network version sometime. It is freaking hilarious, like just how much they hacked it to pieces.
I get a lot of joy from it because I watched it a lot as a kid because it was on TNT all the time.
Well, so you have some nostalgic
exactly
to it.
So like I'm not feeling well, or it's like a comfort. It's like junk food cinema. The TV version.
Yeah, and I just want to say, like, I love that Scream Factory includes those when they find them. Like, they did that with Halloween 2 as well. They have the network TV version. And I watched maybe the first 20 minutes. I was like, wow, they just, like, hacked this to pieces.
They added a bunch of stuff, too, though.
Yeah, well, same kind of idea. Yeah, they added stuff. They took stuff away.
Actual stuff that people quote as, like, canon to the movies, but that were filmed just for the TV version.
Just for the TV version.
Yeah, stuff like that talks about that.
Now,
Michael Myers is doing what he's doing and stuff like that.
The one difference was when they included the network TV version of the first one. It's basically the theatrical version. Like they have. Holy shit, people! Thank you for all the money. It's basically the uncut theatrical version with the TV scenes added back in. So they didn't really keep the.
I mean, I just got my check disc for the Waterworld limited edition.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And like it's got the regular cut, the TV cut, and then it's got the TV cut with the uncut shit added into the entire movie, basically.
Holy shit! Like 4-hour long cut.
Yeah, it's called the Ulysses cut.
Nice.
Yeah. So I got check discs for that.
Yeah, because I totally need to be watching Waterworld for 4 hours.
I love Waterworld.
A lot of people shit on it. I thought it was fine. Like I didn't really have any major issues with it.
I'm a huge fan of Waterworld. In its original form too. I really liked it. So.
Yeah, I've only seen it a couple of times, but well, actually, maybe only once. Come to think of it, but I remember liking it. Like it stuck with me.
I insist that one of these years for my birthday, we're gonna do a live viewing of that. So
I thought it was funny that it's basically the ultimate anti-smoking PSA, where
the smokers,
yes, like the smokers, the smokers are the big villains of it, and yeah, and apparently the brand of cigarettes they smoke is an actual brand, Black Death cigarettes.
And now, was it an actual brand later, or was it an actual brand then?
I'm not sure. I think it was an actual brand then, actually.
That's cool.
But yeah.
If you're going to sell death sticks, at least be honest about it.
Black Death with like a black skull and crossbones on the package, but...
That'll work.
Hey, thank you.
Hey, D. Large is looking forward to getting that Blu-ray of the Waterworld.
There you go.
Oh, no, Stormdog also loves Waterworld.
Yeah,
hey,
so does Duncan Large and Ross Sathi.
Yep, so Waterworld has its fans. There are tens of us. There
are tens of us that will buy that Blu-ray. They could only print 20, and they would still have some left over.
I think there's 5,000, 6,500, something like that.
Yeah.
It's a larger print run than normal, but like only because it's a fucking big budget title, you know.
Yeah.
And they want to sell them.
So
sell very well, unfortunately.
Yeah.
You never know.
Actually, yeah, I was gonna say if you're gonna get, just go back to for a second. If you're gonna get the 4K version of the thing, definitely get the Arrow version because it has some different extras in addition to a lot of the stuff that's ported over to all of them. So
yeah.
I don't
wait for it to go on sale during the Arrow sale.
Yeah. If you luck out and find the limited edition for a decent price, grab that because it's got some nice little pack-ins.
It's not. I would love to get the limited edition, but like feasibly, it's not in the budget because I'm rebuying comics. Basically.
Yeah, I mean the only reason I got it was because a viewer was kind enough to gift it to me. So I'm very grateful for that.
Lots more money than I expected for the comics I sold. I got less than the number of comics I needed to replace them. So
gotcha.
I'm out spending some of my own extra free money, which
would Wolf Den.
Be used for Blu-rays to buy more comics.
Still trying to figure out Strumdog's comment here.
Huh?
Okay.
He says, "I smoked for almost 15 years and haven't looked back."
I think he means he smoked and then quit and hasn't looked back.
I started smoking 15 years ago and I haven't looked back.
It's like, how did I get by without these things? These are great.
How long have you been clear of the cigs? How long have you been sober of the cigs? Sig sober.
Sig sober.
Hi, Cass.
Yo.
They say that.
So you guys went live. I'm like, oh, live, and then suddenly had enormous rumbles and had to take a massive shit.
Oh.
Yay, we're live.
And I could not stop pooping. I'm like, damn it, they're live, and I can't get out the toilet.
Where is this all coming from? I didn't eat this much. Oh God, it's my intestines
using your cell phone
are
to
coming
text
out.
the Discord.
Stop!
I can't join the live stream. I can't stop pooping.
Well, it reminds me of that time, the story I told when I was late for flight.
Because you couldn't stop.
Congratulations on being eight years clear of the death sticks.
Nice.
Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, when I was like, I worked out what time I had to get up because I had to pack a few things and then load in the car. So I'm like, all right, so I'll get up at this time. I should be out of the house by I forgot what it was. It was like 5:40 at the latest. My flight was at 7. I'm like, great, okay. And so this was at the old house, by the way, Sean.
Yeah.
And so I wake up and I hear the clock doing that chime it does when it's 1:45 of an hour.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'm like, okay, I wonder what time it is. It's 5:45.
Uh-huh.
So we're 5 minutes past the time when I would have done all the things and then been leaving the house, and I'm just waking up.
Excellent time management skills.
And I'm like,
Definitely
oh god!
Definitely a McLean.
Wow, it sounds like I know this person somehow.
The first thing I do is run into the bathroom and then start having the nervous shits and could not stop pooping.
Oh my god!
I'm just like sitting
I
on the
don't
toilet.
have time for this.
It's like, I need to be on a plane.
Let me go.
So I finally finished, and then I know this is the moment Brandon loves. I ran to grab my suitcase, and I forgot it was still unzipped, and so I lifted up and dumped everything out onto the floor.
Oh my god! I've done that. I have done that.
Comedy of errors.
It's like, oh god.
I have fucking done that more than once.
What the fuck? Oh, thank you. Sorry, I got a Steam notification right in the middle of everyone's face. What do we got? Oh shit, is this the new Steins Gate? Nice. Thanks, dude. Thank you so much. I will definitely accept that. Steins Gate 0. Right. Yeah, I remember we were talking about that before.
Yeah, that's when we play the feature.
So I'll get this out of there.
We're gonna play after the stream.
Close. There we go. We might be playing some Conan after the stream today, folks. Together.
I will have a multi-stream link where you will watch all the streams involved.
Skinslip and Stoudman. And hold on, I have something to say about that. There we go.
Yeah, that was coming.
I had steak today, and I had 2 of them.
I was stuck in a Twitch ad, and like it literally, the thing went live just to you being finished the fart.
Oh,
damn it!
Sorry, it was glorious. You would have loved it.
Well, I heard it live.
Oh, okay, never mind.
So I'll be streaming, and Sean will be streaming. I don't know if anyone else will be streaming, but they'll be added in, and I'll have a multi-stream link posted in the announced channel, so you can, for people with good bandwidth, they can watch all the streams at once on one screen.
Yes.
It's a little thing. Twitch will be rolling that feature out eventually, but we don't know when. But I found this neat website that does the feature for us for now.
Very cool. Very cool.
Cass, the only thing that I got running through my mind right now is, it's not the wind.
So actually, is Stout going to be joining us at all for the show tonight? I don't know.
Yes, he is.
Oh, he is. Okay.
He's just be late.
Okay.
He'll be here soon.
Oh, okay. Just checking, because we started a little late, kind of to accommodate him. That's a lie. Actually, I'm flying right to your face. We started late because we just got caught up in random bullshit conversation. And
literally babbling about it.
I mean, no, it was totally to
just
accommodate our friend Stoud, and we did it for him.
But we didn't.
If we were an actual TV show with like a set airtime Saturday 9 o'clock, it's like cameras and the lights come up. We're all just sitting there with cigarettes and just like,
It's like,
For fuck's sake!
it'd be that Ron Burgundy moment. It's like, we're on the air. I don't believe you.
Yeah, Cass would be operating the board like, no, he says we're on the air. And you're like, I don't believe you, Cass.
I'm just gonna keep enjoying my cigarette and my scotch.
Yeah.
Oh, I love scotch. Scotch.
I still
oh,
need to see the
I just
second
remembered
one of
this. I just remembered the story I was trying to remember.
that. Oh, okay. I thought you told it, but okay.
No, it's different.
Another story of Cass disaster.
A different story.
Well, no, it's just I was thinking back to something, and I think I've mentioned this before, but I've started since we've been doing InSaNiTy now for however many years we've been doing.
Too many.
I've started to, yeah. I've started to realize when I think back to like with Sean and I, like inside jokes or just funny moments or just like that, just how many of them have come from him hijacking my stories.
Stories
I think
of
I've, like,
hijacking
damn near all of them.
stories.
Well, in particular, I was at work the other day. I forgot it came up, but we were talking about like school pizza days and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So, of course, Sean, you know what I'm thinking of.
How
obviously.
did I destroy this one?
Well,
oh my god.
So
I'm so high. I'm seeing.
So you'll see where the Sean hijacking comes in. So.
Meanwhile, Brad Skinslip is tripping balls.
I smell 2 very full bowls, and I'm like, what's that sound? Oh,
where's that smell?
Oh, right, I'm on the show.
No, I'm like, that's the sound. Oh, I'm like, oh, that's my heartbeat and the sound of electricity flowing through the air because it's around us.
Can you?
And I'm like, I feel like, oh yeah, that's me tapping into the universe. That's right, I'm really high.
Can you see the music and taste the colors, Brandon?
Yes.
I was gonna say that. I liked how you're like, what's that sound? It's like, yeah, you're so high, you're hearing smells.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Smelling sound.
I think I smell Sean's fart from here.
Yeah, there you go. Well, with the wind we've been having on the island, I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't off that far.
Oh my God, they're getting it in Alberta now. It seems to have blown over that way. For those who don't know, this week here on the island where Cass and I live, Cass lives on the south end, I'm kind of in the middle. Hold on a sec. Dick! There was like a crazy windstorm, like to the point where the wind, I stepped out on my balcony, the wind was actually howling, like legit howling,
yeah.
like you hear in the movies. And I could see trees just like bending way over. And needless to say, there was a lot of damage. It was like...
Sorry.
It was crazy. So it was like wind and rain, which...
You know what I'm thinking.
Which Garbage Gamer finds hilarious.
No.
People probably died.
No.
Are you thinking, Eric, are you thinking of Trisha Tuckenauer reporting?
Oh, that.
Okay.
I'm also thinking of Phil Swift.
Phil Swift?
Oh.
That's a lot of damage.
Oh. Anyway.
Flex tape guy, by the way.
What?
The guy that does the flex tape commercials.
Okay, I don't
and he
remember.
like violently stabs the bottom
I've
of the
seen
bucket
those, yeah.
for like a minute and a half, then yells, "That's a lot of damage!"
Okay. So anyway, it knocked out the power.
Oh, God, please, no.
Yeah.
Mike says, a lot of wind on the island. Will you lay out the onions?
Yeah, it's actually garlic that does it for me, but onions are lovely. So the power got knocked out. So I was actually without power for about 43 hours. So thankfully, a couple of years ago, I bought a 100-pack of tea lights just randomly on a whim. I think I was going to use it for the Halloween set. And thank God I bought that, because it was my only source of light at night here. And I went to Walmart, and they had issued a warning not to drink the water because the water treatment plant was also without power. So I went to the mall across the street just to see if I get some Wi-Fi for my shitty tablet. Their Wi-Fi wasn't working properly. I was at least able to get a bit of a charge. I checked the store, just going to get like a 4-liter of water just to have some fresh water. All the water was sold out.
Yeah.
I went up to the mall.
Really for disaster.
I went up to the mall up the road to Walmart, and I thought, yeah, I should probably get like a flashlight or something, just so I have like a lamp or something that's battery operated. So no, I don't actually, because I've never needed one. But so I get up to Walmart again. All the water is sold out, even the single water bottles.
Yeah, of course.
And
Like home function is what I use when our power out.
yeah, actually, yeah. Well, if I had my phone, I'd have one on there. But yeah. Anyway, the tablet does not. I don't think the tablet has one. I don't think it has a flash on it. But anyway. Okay.
I'm picturing you just wandering out your dark apartment, like holding up your massive tablet, trying to use the light, like tripping over cords.
So there was.
Thank God I have this flashlight.
So there was no
shit!
Flashlight. Yeah, I don't think those. I don't think a flashlight. Why isn't this working?
I can't see shit.
Where's the on button?
Put batteries in the thing on it. Why isn't it working?
It just keeps vibrating, but there's no light. I don't.
Oh, it's
I can't see anything, but I'm remarkably satisfied that that's okay.
Yes.
About this hole,
I don't really mind. Yeah. I guess I'll just sit down. for a while and contemplate. So yeah, so there was no flashlights, there was no water, there was nothing. Thank you. So I went, but I did manage to get some Wi-Fi up at that particular mall, and they had like plugins all over the place for charging your tablet or phone. So I was able to plug in, and I was able to message. Well, I messaged Ray, actually, my girlfriend, and she messaged everybody else to let everyone know that that I was okay and stuff like that. So that was good. So anyway, yeah. So basically, picked up a few things, just some non-perishable munchies and stuff there. But then when I got home, I remembered. Just 1 second here. I remembered that I had bought this at the dollar store a while ago for Rose, because Rose likes to read before she goes to bed. Now, it looks like a normal light switch. This is from the dollar store. So this is like $1.25. Takes like just regular AAA batteries, I think, and it has like some Velcro that just sticks it to the wall. But check this out. Like, look at that. So it's just this incredibly bright thing.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So I still use the tea lights just to kind of light up the various rooms, but using, well, the tea lights first night, the second night, I read a couple of Doctor Who novels. So there you go. Well, like 1.5. If you're wondering which ones, it was Planet of Giants, which is almost all freaking large print. This took no time at all to read. And I'm in the middle of reading The Dalek Invasion of Earth as well, so quite good.
Yeah, we were without power for a little over 24 hours.
Yeah.
Which is really unheard of here for a couple of reasons. We're actually on a particularly strong grid.
Yeah.
And also just the fact that we're like a suburban area, so they usually, like, it's not like we're really that out of the way or rural or anything.
Yeah, same here.
But it was really spotty, I guess, sort of who got hit worse. Like, actually, my friends who live in East Suit, which is very rural, they got their power back before we did. So,
wow. Yeah, it was really strange, because we were, like, I chatted with some of the other tenants here. We just sort of all congregated in the hall a few times, and it was really frustrating because all the areas around us had power. So it was like a donut of areas with power, with us in the middle with no power. And we're like, what the fuck? Can you turn us on, please? Like, what is the holdup? So
and then when all the failures started happening at work, we were the one
sake.
tiny donut with power.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
was really annoying. I'm saying, like, okay, whatever they use to build the lines to our building, they need to do that with all of the city, apparently.
Yeah. See, what I don't understand is, like, we get windstorms like this, like, not infrequently this time of year. So why is everything not better made to withstand that? You know, like, stormproof. Hello. I guess it's cheaper just to fix it after the fact. I don't know. Whatever the case is.
I think it's because of the rock. They can't do underground lines as much as they do, like, somewhere in Ontario.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's part of the problem, is a lot of it's overhead infrastructure.
And then we have a lot of trees which blow over and smash through the lines in the storms.
Yep.
Yeah. But
exactly. Yeah, no, we were out for 24, which kind of sucked, because actually since I moved back a couple of years ago, this is the first time I've ever been through a power outage that spanned the whole night.
Yeah.
So that meant, of course, for me, I had no CPAP, because I had my machine I sleep with.
Yeah.
I had no choice. I had to sleep with that. I mean, I warned my roommates. I'm like, you're going to hear me snoring, so just so you know. But
by snoring, I mean, you're going to hear me through the walls.
yeah, exactly.
The windows will be rattling.
They will hear me down the street, yeah.
But yeah, I was gonna say, it was just like the freaking apocalypse up here, like the way people were just freaking out. Like, even just like the first day, I thought, well, I don't have any power, I can't cook anything, so I guess I'll just go get a deli sandwich or something. So I went to Save-On, and usually they have like a pile of sandwiches there. They had two. They had two sandwiches left. I was like, I can have a turkey and cranberry sandwich or a turkey and cranberry sandwich. Well, this one looks a little better. I'll get that one.
That reminds me of
and they had some sushi. They had some sushi left. So I got a thing of California rolls.
You can get like a little propane stove for like $100, and you never have to worry about that again.
Cool. Well, I'll remember that when I have $100 to spare on a propane
Yeah,
stove that I'm going to use one day out of the year, maybe.
You'd have to check with your apartment regulations on those
And
too.
that's probably another thing too. I don't think they allow those here.
Yeah, power's
well,
out.
they
I'm
definitely
my
allow-
propane torch.
Oh, you can actually you don't even need that. You can just get a little $20 charcoal grill too.
Get yourself a hibachi.
Hey,
Yes,
greetings, iHobs32. First time watching live. Welcome.
And you may not be able to be on the premises. You might have to go to the park to cook with it, but it doesn't matter because then you'll at least be able to cook something, right?
So what I ended up doing to solve my water issue was, well, if I can't get
Drink out of the toilet.
Exactly. How'd you know? It works for dogs, you know. Comes the apocalypse, we'll all be eating dog food anyway, so might as well get used to that kind of life.
Oh,
But
boy. I'll be a cannibal first. Dog food makes me sick to my stomach. So I'll be a cannibal.
Cannibalism first, dog food never.
Yeah, well, dog food literally makes me queasy.
No.
So
Well,
it's going to be cannibalism before that.
it's dog food, so...
I'll be vegetarian well before cannibalism.
Well, you can have the dry dog food, then you just pretend it's like little cookies or something.
That's true.
So what I did was I went...
Yeah.
So I went back to the supermarket and thought, like, okay, let's see if they have a Brita water filter jug. And sure enough, they had a handful of those left. So I got a nice big one and some extra filters,
Oh, cool.
and that did the trick. So you may be wondering what I did for coffee on these days. Well, thank goodness I buy instant as well as the fine grind. So I was able to make some instant coffee, but without hot water, obviously. Because we had no hot water either, by the way, because the hot water heater here is electric. We had no heat, because the heat's electric. We had no lights, obviously. So, yeah, we were just all living like cave people. I had the first shower I've had in 3 days today, and just felt so much better. I feel human again. But,
God, some work phone.
so basically I just made ice-cold coffee every morning. And I thought, you know what, this is fine, because usually I nurse my coffee for a little while anyway, and it ends up going to room temperature anyway. So this isn't that different. It's just kind of...
It's just going to room temperature the other direction.
We'll just
Yeah,
cut out the middleman.
JL misses you.
What?
I'm messaging Justin.
Oh, okay.
So JL, shut up about it. JL misses you.
Well, I did similar thing too. Like I came home. My housemate had texted me and said, just, you know, we've been without power since early this afternoon, but I saw on the map that we were out.
Yeah.
And so we just kind of hung out and chatted for a bit. And we're just kind of, you know, sort of waiting to see, you know, sort of what was going to happen. I mean, the annoying thing was I was planning to make spaghetti that night. And of course, no stoves. So,
Yeah.
you know, so I was kind of waiting just to see if it was going to come back on or whatever. So I ended up just going out for food once it became apparent we weren't going to get power back. And just went to Burger King.
Yeah.
But kind of the annoying bits where he's like, I wear a white dress shirt for work.
Yeah.
And Thursday was the day I'd worn my last white dress shirt because I was planning to do laundry that night.
Oh, perfect.
And it's also when I was due for a shower, when I was planning to shower that night before bed or something too.
Even
so
better.
Like, great. So the two things I really needed. So I had to, you know, so I just improvised and wore a polo shirt to work. And then I actually left a bit early. It was kind of funny. So I got up at my normal time, but I got out the door so much earlier.
Yeah.
Because what I found was because I'd had such an absolutely shitty sleep,
Mm-hmm.
when my alarm finally went off, I was barely even asleep. So I was just like, well, I'm awake now. I'll just get up and go. You know, well, it's normally...
Like when
you know,
Homer was working 2 jobs to pay for the
Yeah.
horse. It's like...
Just like that. No, I had such terrible sleep because this is the first night really ever in over 2 years that I've been using CPAP that I've ever had to sleep without it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's super
My
weird.
God, what a difference it made. Like I was waking up, I had to get up to pee a whole bunch because I just wasn't getting a deep enough sleep. And,
yeah, I mean, for me, as you know, I like to sleep with the fan on. And
and that too, because
so-
because the air was still and it was too quiet for me.
yeah, I had to sleep in just the palpable silence that tends to keep me awake. But actually, by that point, I was so tired, and my body was starting to acclimatize to just going to bed when it's dark.
Right.
Because it was easier to deal with than trying to create light. So I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just going to go to bed. And I'm just, like, laying there. I'm not tired.
Oh
Yeah, that was me too.
But I don't really want to be up right now. I just want to go to sleep and then wake up when I hear the fan turn on, because then I'll know the power's on. So then, like, the first day goes by, I wake up after, like, sleeping 10 hours. I'm just like, still no fan. Fuck! It's like, well, I can't keep sleeping. So
Actually, you can just keep going back to sleep sometimes.
Get up and do stuff, and then go to bed the next night. Wake up, still no fan. Fuck!
Well, and for me, what happened was, like at one point when I was trying to get back to sleep, like I sometimes put like sleep music on YouTube, like when I was like 6 hour long.
Yeah, whatever.
Thing.
Yeah.
And so I put that on, and I'm sort of just laying there listening to it, and then I noticed I was like, it's actually a bit loud. I think I'll just turn it down a bit. So I tapped the volume down button on my phone, and the music stopped.
Oh no.
Like, I hit the wrong thing. I'm like, no, I realized that the absolute minimum lowest it can go and still play sound was too loud. Because there's no other noise in the world.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I have to live with it at this volume or I have nothing.
Wow. That's crazy.
Because normally it's like competing with the fan a little bit and other stuff. So
see, the other thing I was concerned about was the food in my fridge and freezer.
Oh,
yeah. Yes, I will Leroy Jenkins the food in my fridge and freezer. In particular, I was thawing a turkey in the fridge for the past couple days to have for Christmas dinner by myself. And, yeah, I don't really trust it now because it was...
Not everything in the actual fridge should just be gone.
Yeah, no, pretty much. I mean, there's a few things that I can still keep, like there's salsa, which has tons of preservatives. That'll be fine. Barbecue sauce, tons of preservatives. That'll be fine.
You don't have to trust it. It's your life, man.
But no, like, I mean, I basically minimized the amount of time I went into the fridge. I just went in to get coffee cream, and that was it. It's like open, close, done. But, like, basically all the perishable stuff is toast in there. But I also have my cube freezer, which I thought, like, oh, fuck. And I started to hear, like, because it needed to be defrosted. There was some sheets of ice on the side. I would occasionally hear, like, ka-chunk. I'm like, oh, God. The ice is sliding off the side. It's thawing in there. Yep. And I was like, oh, crap. And I have 2 turkeys in there and a kilo of ground beef, a bunch of hot dogs, some frozen vegetables, and, like, just tons of stuff that I've amassed for different things. And I was like, okay, if the turkey's still okay, I'm just going to have to, like, cook all the turkeys after this is done, if they're, like, even close to thawed. So, power comes back on. First thing I do is open up the cube freezer, and everything's still rock solid.
Nice.
No, that's not... Okay, bad. No, that's a good thing.
Oh, I thought you were hitting on me. I was like, what?
No.
Sad violin.
Sad violin.
Everything's frozen.
It's playing the sad violin when I'm telling my triumph. It's so sad that everything wasn't ruined. But yeah, in the cube freezer, everything was still frozen solid. It had just warmed up enough on the sides that the ice slid off. So I was like, oh, I can just take these sheets of ice out and throw them in the sink. Done. Defrosted. But everything inside is still fine. So that was a freaking miracle. The stuff in the fridge, I'm basically going to chuck. I don't trust that turkey. So as a replacement, what I did was I spent a little bit of extra money and I got a fresh turkey, so I don't have to wait to defrost it, like to thaw it. And I'm going to cook that up probably tomorrow. So, yeah, good stuff. And that's pretty much it. And then everything else I'm just going to chuck. So I did lose a fair chunk of food, unfortunately, but not all of it, thank God.
You have to pay respects for InSaNiTy food, which you had to throw away.
That's right. There we go. Thank you, Brian.
On a completely related note, I got my work today to buy me a video game.
Steven Seagal says, you think you guys have it bad. I went to use the downstairs toilet this evening and the door handle fell off, locking me in for 30 minutes. I managed to open the door with a 2-pence coin. It was a bloody nightmare.
I'm glad you're right.
Wow. Glad you didn't have to stay there with the smell of your own poop.
I'm also glad you didn't die.
Yes.
I actually have a similar story on that. I was over in Vancouver with a friend of mine, and I don't know what it was, but it was his friend's condo or something like that. They had like a games room or something.
Yeah.
And so one of them went to use the washroom, and yeah, same thing. It was like the handle wouldn't work, so he couldn't get out, and or something like that. And so they the handle was jammed or something like that. So they came up with the idea. They were like, "Well, why don't we both just like force down on the handle and see if we can get it to budge or something like that?"
And they broke it more.
That's exactly what happened.
Oh no!
So basically, they had him ready, and then they were like, "Okay, on 3, 1, 2, 3," and they reefed down on it. And we just hear this like ping, ping sound inside. He's like, "Well, that worked, minus the door handle."
Yeah.
So we ended up actually having to break the door down to get him out. That was the I think I remember my role in the whole thing was I had
Thank you. Random Benny Hill theme there.
I was going to say my role in the whole gig was I think I had to stand near the entrance to the lounge area just to see if anybody was coming, sort of thing. So I'm standing there, and then when the guy, I think it was the biggest guy, was the one to break the door down. When he took the first run at it, I just remember the whole walls and everything just shoved it. I'm just like, okay, we are so going to get noticed here.
Yeah. So when I was at Walmart, I the power still didn't come on, so I bought some food. They did have some deli sandwiches left there. I got a couple of ham and cheese croissants. And it occurred to me, hey, if I wrap this up and put it in a Rubbermaid container or something, I can probably just put it on my balcony and it'll stay cool there because it gets pretty cold at night. And then in addition to that, I bought some sort of non-perishables. I got a thing of chocolate chip muffins, which was $3. I got some Cajun Jazz mixed nuts with sesame sticks, and
mixed nuts.
And I got some banana chips because banana chips.
Banana chips!
And a jumbo bag of roasted jumbo Virginia peanuts, unsalted, of course. And there you go. So I figured that's some good munchies.
That's a good stuff to have, non-perishable.
Well, yeah. Well, and especially the peanuts, I figured, because that's protein.
Really needed, yes.
And if I needed to, I could keep that going. So with the Brita kind of solving the water issue, peanuts solving the protein issue, that would keep me going for a little bit. So
all you need is water.
Huh?
You can do that food for 20 days.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's true.
As long as you have water.
Yeah, I know, but I'd rather not be without food for 20 days, so I'll have my peanuts.
You got water at all when the power's out?
Sorry, what?
Your water doesn't work at all when the power's out?
No, it does. It does. It was just because the water treatment plant didn't have power, so they said you might want to avoid using the water for a little bit because it's not getting properly treated right now.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. You gotta boil it.
Yeah, boil it with my electric stove with no power.
I was saying, Brita fix that, but no, it won't fix that at all. Brita doesn't stop that kind of damage.
Yeah, so I ended up having to go and have a shower at the local pool. Well, not even the local one, actually. The one the Y that I'm a member of. They're of course right in our same neighborhood, so they didn't have power at all. So ended up I had to find another pool that was open, and just ended up going to that one. And like I say, because I was awake so early, I was had lots of time to kind of go and do that.
Sorry, Ray was just messaging me there. She's going to a potluck party with her friend, and
oh yeah,
would rather be watching the show.
I tried to start that conversation, but
I would also rather watch the show because I'd be one more viewer.
There you go.
I'll be back.
Okay.
So yeah, today I got my work, which I won't explain where I work.
Your work?
Yeah, it's just my work. I'm just gonna call it that.
Damn it.
I
tried to fart. I did technically, but it was not enough to interrupt you.
SBD.
They bought me a video game today.
Cool.
Yeah, it was the
why? I'm
every
garbage gamer.
Every year they do a Christmas gift to every coworker.
There by the way.
And,
I see what you did there. Yeah.
I see what you did.
And so this year, like I said, last year they got us like the stupid little VR headsets you could hook your phone up to.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
God,
those
I have
things.
like 9 of those damn things.
I remember you
Because
got one.
both
It was
me and my older sister both work at the same place.
Mm.
So I got a set of 2, and my sister got a set of 2.
Oh, great.
I don't know how many of these plastic shell fucking headsets you need. Plus, I had bought one many years ago before I got my Oculus. So I have an Oculus. I have
a review
3
of
of those fucking...
I have a review of those headsets. There you go.
Exactly. Especially the phone ones.
Yes.
Kind of shitty, to say the least. But yeah, this year they decided to give us all. Well, it was kind of odd because usually they just say, you know, stop by the customer service department to pick up your Christmas gift before you leave.
Yes.
Well, this year they said be sure to check your email and place your order before December 30th. Or something like that was. So I'm like, okay, what the fuck is this? So I found some time and I finally logged in and checked what it was.
Gave you like a selection of things you could choose or something?
Yeah, it was like this. It was almost like a digital Sky Mall catalog.
Right.
And they gave us 500 points, which was worth about $50.
Oh, nice. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, and it had filtered out everything you could get. There was nothing on there that was over $50.
Yeah.
You could pick anything that you see.
Awesome.
So I'm looking through, and of course, you can get like, you know, like gift card. There's stuff at, you know, the place that I work. You can get. There's stuff at, you know, obviously, but they actually went into the electronics section.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they have like headsets and keyboards, like those little Microsoft keyboards.
Mm-hmm.
They had a video game section.
Ah.
I went into the video game section, and they had Xbox One, PS4. Switch. They had all the. So I went to the PS4 and scrolling through. You know what they had there that I'm like, yes, and I snagged it fucking instantly.
Mm-hmm.
The collector's edition of Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus on PS4.
Nice.
And it is the edition that comes with like the 12-inch fucking figure of the main character.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. See here. Hold on.
That's pretty rad.
I'll post it here in the chat on Twitch. There's the Amazon link of the exact one that I picked up. If you want to look at it. I mean, it's about a $30 set, $35.
Yeah, still pretty cool.
But yeah, it comes with the game and a steelbook, and it comes with Blazkowicz, BJ Blazkowicz, with like his leather jacket and like four. You know, changeable guns and an axe.
Like the scale, I would have been all over this guy, dude.
Can you show the picture there for the folks at home?
Oh yeah, here, hold on, let me see if I can get a picture going here. There we go, that'll work. Now we're cooking with gas.
Now we're gassing with cooks.
Yeah. Screen share. Boom.
Oh, there we go. Oh, look at that. Terror Billy.
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
Cold-blooded terrorist.
I used to collect 12-inch scale. I actually sent all my 12-inch figures to Marlon Cole.
Yeah, so it's a 1/6 scale DJ Terror Billy Blazkowicz action figure, the Elite Hands collectible box, a game disc and limited edition steelbook, pocket manual, and Blitzmensch poster. It comes with his bomber jacket and all those weapons.
Nice.
I am not going to begin to name off those weapons. One's called the Schlockhammer X. I can say that.
I was just going to read that one.
Laser
Schlockhammer X. There.
Laser craft work. Look at that.
Yeah, second. Yeah. If you can figure out those names, good luck.
Machine and pistol, laser craftwork, diesel craftwork, Kriegsbeil hatchet,
Kriegsbeil.
And
Kriegsbeil.
And bomber jacket.
Kriegsbeil?
Bomber jacket.
What about Krieg?
So yeah, this is my Christmas gift coming from my work.
Very nice.
So they had a bunch of other stuff. I mean, I was waffling between this and a newer Logitech headset. one of the G series.
The way German works is they actually that lasercraft work is actually probably 3 different things words that describe what it does.
Yes.
Smooshed together. That's just
that's kind of a joke about how German works. Is all the words in German are a description of the thing.
They have like some 47 long character names and stuff like that.
Kind of looking at those weapons. It's just
I always joked that a tank would therefore be called a Crashin' Blumenwagen.
Blumenwagen.
And also really insensitive to our German.
I know.
Sorry.
Borderline racist.
All meant to be fun. Cajun Jazz. Available at Walmart. It's good shit.
I would bet like 5 years ago we've been all over that just for the figure. I don't even care about the game. Though the game's I'm sure fun.
Oh yeah, like I said, I got it. I wanted to play the game. I loved the old Colossus, and I loved the remake of Wolfenstein.
Was this one that everyone was complaining because it was like you get to punch Nazis in America?
No.
I thought they were complaining about.
I know Germany was complaining about it.
No, Mike. Episode 9 will not retcon his fate. That is a done deal. We are moving forward, not backward.
Okay.
If you read Mike's comment in the chat, you'll.
No. Who gives a shit?
On the screen. You don't need me to read it to you.
No, it's Last Jedi.
There's no point to putting the chat on the screen.
I'm done talking about the movie. It's fine. Mike seems to be preoccupied with bringing it up all over and over again.
I think this picture says my answer whenever someone asks me how old I am. It says I was once on the telephone with Blockbuster.
Telephone. One of my best friends worked at a Blockbuster for like 5 years. So.
Oh yeah.
I know all about the inner workings of that.
I just like the subtle nods in that picture. I was once on the telephone with Blockbuster Video.
I once had to fax my resume. Fax my resume in.
See, for me, that wouldn't be age because back in 2010, I had to fax my ID to the government.
Wow. How archaic.
Back in 2010.
Yeah. I was like...
To our own government because they did not have any other means to get information as a citizen to their government.
Yep.
No other means. It was fax only.
Yeah.
I go, are you fucking kidding me?
Like some of the agencies I was dealing with over the past 6 months, there's either fax or snail mail.
Yep.
It's like, you don't have an email in 2018 that I can just
Hillary
send you the
reads
information? I can just send you the information right this second? No, have to send it by, and then I called it, so I tried their fax. It wouldn't pick up. Like, really? So, snail mail it is then.
Yeah. Tried to stop smoking. I tried the gum. I couldn't keep it lit, and then I tried the patch, and it tore all the skin off my lips.
It tasted weird when I put it on my tongue. I can't do that, dude. I don't get how you can do it.
Yeah, Major Matoka says they consider email not to be secure, while fax is secure to them. Wow, that's silly.
Neither of those things are secure, though.
They need...
Neither of those things are secure. But we should probably maybe implement something that we can use for such things, since we live in a digital age.
Yes.
Maybe an official app or something,
Yeah.
In this fucking modern age, why doesn't the government have an app?
Yeah, well, the government websites that I go to, if you want to create an account, you have to, there's, triple layers of logins that you have to go through to access your information.
Same here.
And it's a pain in the ass, and I hate it.
Federal government actually, they are pioneering some stuff. Like, you can actually use your bank's online banking sign-in.
Yes, I've used that.
Yeah, as a sign-in for government services. Basically just a way of verifying who you are.
But it still requires
I'm not going to name the government site, but there is one particular site that no matter how many times I put my email and reset my password, it never remembers my password. So every time I log in, I have to literally reset my password.
kind of like me with my SO Extra points today. I was just trying to log in just to see how many points I had, and it was refusing to accept my password. The password that is saved in Chrome, so I know it's the right one. So I'm like, okay, forgot my password, and I get the thing followed the email, and I go to reset it, and then it gives me a warning message about how my thing has to be between 8 and 10 characters and have a number. So I kept trying all these different combinations. I literally typed a password that was exactly 9 characters. The number 9 is between 8 and 10, and it had a number in it, and it said, your password must be between 8 and 10 characters. Like, okay, your system is obviously fucked right now.
Yeah, exactly. I hate it when that happens. Stoud, where are you?
So yeah, I sent them an email, and I just know they're going to be a response and be like, oh, it's working fine on our end. But, you know.
I don't know what that was, but...
That was you, actually.
It was the "It's on your end, not our end" song and dance.
Yeah.
Because I totally love it when the rare occasion when YouTube borks itself completely and it just videos don't load, and I love how it comes up with says having video interruptions, and pretty much it is an entire web page telling you how it's your problem and
the
not
victim blame. It's a website entirely blaming the victim. Exactly.
Yeah. I'm just like, it irritates me every time I see it because I'm just like, no, it's you. I'm even like purposefully going to other websites and loading them. I load like 10 web pages. I go, look, my internet's fine. This video's not playing. It's your fault.
It is clearly on your end.
YouTube, you're the one giving me the 500 gateway error. Knock the fuck off.
Actually, I love the tech support calls I would get insisting that I've tried everything, so clearly the problem is on your end with your system run by you people. And I'd be like, reboot the router. I already did that. Well, let me just walk you through the correct way to do it, and we'll just see if it works this time. So it's like, okay, unplug the router, unplug the modem, now wait 30 seconds. How's your day going? That's good. How's the weather over there? Oh, that's terrible. Okay, let's plug the modem in. We'll just wait for all the lights to get up and running again. So, any kids? Nope. You should get some. Kids are great.
How's your leg doing?
And dick. And we got all the lights back on the modem. I am showing we're online on this end, so let's plug your router back in. Wait for that to come up. Some routers are pretty quick. Some take a little bit longer. Okay, so you want to check your Wi-Fi now? Oh, it's working! Wow, amazing. Well, I thought you said you did all that. Wow, well, I don't know why it didn't work before. It's a mystery to me, sir. Yeah.
I.e., they probably didn't leave it unplugged long enough. That's really...
What they often do is they'll flip off the power bar and then turn the power bar back on, and then it's like, no, you have to turn them on in sequence. Otherwise, they don't link up properly. They need to, like, the modem needs to be online in order for the router to do the handshake with it and establish the connection. That's basically what the bottom line is there. Sometimes you can power them both on the same, by some miracle it'll work. That is not the norm. That is the rare time that it just happened to work.
If you have one of them fancy routers, it'll often just constantly ask for a handshake until it get the handshake. So those are fancy routers. Yeah. But most people can't afford fancy routers.
This is a fancy router.
Most people have the $50 D-Link that they bought 8 years ago.
Well, yes, you're right. Try to it's still working.
When Sean was talking the whole time, I was just thinking of that Jag scene.
Jag scene?
It was just like, how's your leg doing there? Remember the 40s?
Oh, yeah. If anybody still watches, old people.
Old people?
They just put us on so they don't feel alone.
They don't pay attention to the dialogue. They just like the noise.
Yeah, exactly.
I was just thinking of, like, the way you should have described it to them. It's like, when it's trying to do the handshake, basically what you're doing is you're having your router come up and be like, hi, I'm the router, and the modem's walking out the door in the direction.
Yeah.
Shuts the door behind him.
Modem's just like, fuck you, there. I'm out of here. Router's just left hanging like, awkward.
Yeah, the router's standing there with his hand out, and the modem's just pissing on his foot.
Like,
yeah.
was going to say, talk about not being...
Oh, I'm sorry, you're talking? I was like...
Your modem is an asshole. Well, it's the one you gave me. Yep.
Yep. Little dick.
That's the
talk about not being awkward.
DIC 900.
So talking about not being awkward, then there was me earlier. I went and got some food, and I thought the girl working behind the counter was kind of cute. So I'm thinking, okay, don't be awkward, don't be awkward.
So you just started
She asked me,
farting uncontrollably?
Whoa! Hijacking, see?
Don't be awkward. Boy, she's
Hi,
really
how you
cute. Would you like to go on a date with me?
Oh my god, the nervous twitch.
Yes, that's what I was thinking of.
Oh my god,
Thanks.
somebody put poop in my pants.
Yeah. So maybe you wanted to go to...
Slam her into the locker.
It's like one frame, and she's buried in the locker door. No, but I did the classic. Like when she handed me my meal, she was like, "Here you go, enjoy." I was like, "You too." Damn it.
It's like, oh, when someone says happy birthday. Happy birthday! Hey, same to you!
Yeah. Or the when I heard a comedian say to the cab driver, "Have a nice flight." Yeah, you too.
Uh-huh. It's a flying cab now.
Where was I going?
Or the hi, Mr. Fuseman. Hey, Peter. What's up? Fine. Oh, damn it.
Damn it. I mean, not much.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh. So the story I was in the middle of telling before we got off on the power outage.
Is the cute girl again?
No.
Oh.
Stoud!
Finally!
About fucking time.
God damn it! We've been padding the show for so long.
Hey,
Stoud,
Where
you're
did
just
you get to pickups? Actually, it's only been about an hour.
what?
Stoud, you're just in time for a tale of a time when Sean hijacked my story about the
Hold on
kids.
a Fuck's second. sake!
Okay.
Oh,
that's it.
so you mean it's the story of right now then?
The hell?
Cool. Yeah.
Stout is a cyborg. Hold on. There we go.
Stoudman! You're
Oh,
here finally!
Actually, no, you know what you remind me of, Stout? You know the guys in Monty Python who are just freshly out of getting brain surgery and they have the little, like, napkins on their heads? They're like, my brain hurts!
my ear hurts.
The Gumbies, as they're called.
I'm never telling this story.
It's like,
Nope.
we'll have to take it out of my head?
Skinslip is being creepy for some reason.
I don't know. I think he sneakily smoked yet another bowl, and now now he's like living that final scene from 2001.
Brandon, you're not
My
eating
God.
the cookie yet.
It's full of Oreos.
And Sean blabs right over my line I was going to have.
No.
Sorry, what?
Well, Brandon was sitting there holding the cookie and chewing. I was trying to say, Brandon, you're not eating the cookie yet. You have to put it in your mouth.
Oh, yes.
Is that
So,
level of line?
I was making the jaw noise.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So you were
Anyway.
telling a story, Cass?
I had pizza day at my school, and the pops fell down at the end.
What fell down? I didn't get that part. The what fell down?
They broke.
Yes.
What broke?
So
I got the pop!
that's what I'm trying to tell.
Okay.
Ugh. So
Oh, the exasperation. It's delicious.
it's going to be like an hour and a half from now. We're going to be ending the show. The last frame of the show is going to be like, so we have pizza day at my school. And then,
We'll just never get to the story.
so anyway, the preamble Stout, you weren't here, because I was saying how when I think back to how many like inside jokes and stuff that Sean and I have,
Oh, yes.
I started to come to realize how many of them had stemmed from Sean hijacking my stories, even at a young age.
Yes.
I.e., the vast majority of them?
Yeah,
Yes.
pretty much everything was a hijacking. So in this particular case, I was telling Sean, and it was a really mundane story. I was telling him how we had pizza day at my school.
Oh, yeah.
And
I actually don't even remember what the original story was.
I just remember the
I just
hijacking.
remember our embellishments.
Yes. So I'm telling Sean about how, like, they'd always send a couple of kids to the office to get the pizzas and the drinks and that. And we had, like, the portable buildings, like, outside the school. And so, inevitably, whatever kid went to grab the stuff, I would hear them coming up the stairs. And then I would just hear, like, whoops, you know, outside.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I know that's them dropping pops, and I know that's going to be the one I'm going to get.
Of course.
And every time it was like, you'd think I would spot the cam that's sitting there jittering or something like that. But no, it'd be like, you know, Cassidy, it's your turn to get my pizza, get my drink, and then the next person goes up. Meanwhile, you just hear like, like sitting in the corner of the classroom. And somehow that was my fault. But when I told John, he embellished it to like the story, like the kids just like careening the pop around the whole way back from the office, and just like triumphantly marching into the room, like, I got the pop.
He's like skipping along, shaking the pop,
like, handing it to me. Here you go.
Slosh, 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 slosh.
So yeah, so I got the pop has been like a recurring line with Sean and I for years ever since.
Yes.
And that's all it was. I was like, yeah, sometimes they drop some of the pops and I get the drop one. Yeah.
So, chocolate chip muffins made with real chocolate chips. Well, that I kind of believe. It's the blueberry muffins that are the lie.
Made with real muffins.
Did anyone clip my creepy shot?
Which
anyone?
one?
The one with the face and the cookie. Anyone?
Yeah, I clicked on you and then...
No, anyone clip it.
Oh,
Clip it.
Never mind.
I'm asking the chat.
That
anyone
I don't
chat
know.
clip that? Oh, there's a lot of viewers, so I'm asking if anyone got it. And so, please PM it to me or drop it in the chat, please.
I just misread D-Large's comment here. I thought it said D-Large considers eating some Wensleydale and airport cheese.
Wensleydale. Yes? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were addressing me. That's my name, Mr. Wensleydale.
Wensleydale.
and airport cheese, I thought it said, not apricot.
Wensleydale's Cheese Emporium.
Oh, you know,
airport cheese.
I have to add that to the whitelist. My bad. I forgot Twitch TV's not
Nobody's
on
reacting to my blunder.
So pickups?
Pickups!
Pickups.
Right, sorry, I added Twitch to the whitelist for the Discord. My bad. I didn't realize I forgot it. I've got 13 pickups.
I have 11.
So now you can post clips in the Discord without being deleted. Sorry about that, guys. I forgot to add Twitch to the whitelist.
Oh, Twitch?
Yeah, oops.
Yes, we want Twitch.
Yeah, I fixed it.
Twitch.
Bots and admins were already allowed to post no matter what. So.
Yeah. The
I trust
pickups. Now Stout is here. We can start pickups. Okay, Stout pickups. What'd you get? Actually, how many do you have?
2.
Oh.
Well, technically 3. This is the main thing, I think. You know,
you got a new ear.
I got a new eardrum.
Yeah. A robotic ear, guys. He's a cyborg now.
You can hardly even tell. Like, it looks
Man,
so
they made
natural.
really small, dude. Wow.
You can actually see like some of the writing they put on my face here. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Soulless
like
Ginger.
This
almost like
ear.
I see
arrows
Soulless
pointing
Ginger.
to it.
It's almost like Mr. Larson from fucking Happy Gilmore with a nail sticking out of his head. Oh yeah, you can hardly notice it.
So this is because those who don't know, this is because Stoud's eardrum just like exploded out of the side of his head one day, randomly for no reason. So he's actually part of an experimental pilot project for these new cybernetic ears. And as you can probably tell, it's a prototype. I mean, the final product is going to look better. But
it helps that he's fat, so he's a disabled class. So he's on top of the list.
So he gets special consideration there. So yeah, So does it work?
Still fits.
Does it work just as well as a regular ear Stoud?
Nah, it needs to be tuned.
Oh,
You calibrate still.
Soon.
damn it!
And you know what? I have to say, it looks like the tip of a penis drawn on your face, not like writing.
I like the little happy face they put on it.
Yeah.
It's very adult. All right, where do you pick up? So you got a new ear and
Picked up a new ear.
Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom.
cool.
4K.
I,
This is technically my last Black Friday pickup because it took them that long to send it.
You probably have manufacture more.
Thanks, Amazon Prime. Love that 2-day shipping.
Yeah, and then I got the 4K Spidey Man set.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, I want that set. Look how pretty it is.
Pretty nice.
It's like,
I'd actually wouldn't mind that just for the. There's a new extended cut in there or something
Yes. Of number 3, I think.
of number 3?
Yep.
No, the funny thing about that, like number 3 here,
Let's leave the scenes
I
inside it.
have the picture for it on the page here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And what I noticed about it is that Spider-Man, like with his back feet, he is like with his feet, he's holding on to the fucking line, right? But
Yeah.
look at how
And
his
his
arms are. No, look at his hands. He's
Isn't
not actually holding on to the fucking webbing with his hands.
So he's just holding his dick, I guess.
Yeah, it's like what the hell?
Well,
and there's-
hold on. Look at the red one. Look at the red one, though.
Yeah, he's not
Isn't
about
he
the red
got-
one.
Hold on. Hasn't he got isn't that a little bit of web coming out from his hands there, or am I just?
Yeah, but it's not connected to anything. It's just there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
he's not holding on to anything.
Oh, what
It's
the
just
hell?
a bad Photoshop that no one noticed, I guess.
So he's just holding
Yeah.
on with his feet. Well, I used
And
to
his
think
hands are
that.
hanging there holding onto a
Uh,
line that's not connected to anything.
I used to think that picture was cool. Well then, never mind.
It's now it's like a bad concept photo.
Now it's like he just has mighty feet.
Speaking
Mighty
of
feet.
Spider-Man,
that's-
though,
and that's it.
I absolutely love the new Spider-Man movie. We went to see that with my family
Well,
last week.
the
It was
infinite,
fantastic.
the infinite Spider-Mans
It's not infinite, but yes,
into the Spider-Verse. That's what it is.
yes.
Cool. All right, cool. Yeah, I would like to see that. I've heard it's quite good.
Right? Those are awesome pickups, dude.
Garbage Gamer. So you're, I guess, you kind of told us what one of your coming pickups is, but
Yes.
what?
I will
Anything
show
else?
it off when I get it. Oh yeah, so I got 6 more items here.
Oh, okay.
So the first one I picked up is $5. All these I got at half price books.
Nice.
I love that
You get
place.
some good deals there.
Yeah, I do. So
Jail
this one
free.
was
That'd be
$4.99, and I'm like, that's hilarious and awesome. It's the exclusive twin pack, the Titan vinyl figures of Sherlock and Watson,
Oh, nice. That's awesome.
Sweet.
and it's
Very, very nice.
Martin Freeman and Benedict Cumberbatch
Yes.
as little Titan figures.
I've been watching a lot of that Jeremy Brett
Yeah,
series
Dragon and
this
the Hobbit,
week,
isn't it?
actually. Enjoying it immensely. Love some
Nice.
Sherlock.
It's great.
Yeah, we need to watch that last season, all right?
So
I
yeah, I
have
had
not
it
watched it
sitting
yet. I'm waiting on you guys.
here.
We're waiting on you. You're the one who's mystery always. We don't know when
Oh,
you're free. You want to do
okay.
shit.
Well, we
The
watched,
right,
we watched the Abominable,
have more flexible schedules as long as you tell us when you, with a few
Yes.
days notice. You know.
we can watch the Abominable Bride soon because I mean that's basically a Christmas episode. So
Oh, that's
um,
right. Oh, we should actually.
So I had another pickup, but I realized when I got home that not only did the loose copy I just buy, I already owned, but I had it complete in box. I bought Sonic Spinball on the Sega Genesis.
yay!
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Love that
but
game.
yeah, but I already have. So now I have 2 copies. One of them's complete in box.
Nice.
I already own that one.
Very good. So now you have it again, just in case that
happens.
one.
I have a loose copy.
I think I have instructions for that.
I
actually.
used to have that back in the day.
Now I
when
kinda
was
want, like,
new.
I want you to send it to me now. I think I actually have instructions for that.
Excellent.
I went to a swap meet store and the guy was like $1
Okay,
instructions.
yeah,
I offered
hold on.
$10 for the whole box. He sold to me, so I just literally just have a box of instructions that I've slowly gotten games to complete them with.
Hmm.
Hold on a second.
So I picked up a couple more N64 games.
Oh,
I've
nice.
been finding a lot of good
Testing?
N64 titles there.
Yeah.
Testies?
Oh, can you hear me? Hold on.
Yeah,
I can hear you.
Yeah.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
Long story
Ah!
short, Jo, no,
Ah!
I don't need to
Are you
wear
hearing
that.
me? Ah!
Ah,
What?
Are you hearing me?
What? Yeah.
But you weren't reacting. I didn't know. I know the camera's frozen. I'm working on it, Drum Mike. Jesus fucking Christ.
I love that. That picture's perfect, though. There's a new emote for it. I think all your emotes sourced from frozen camera pictures.
What the hell? Oh, I haven't deactivated it yet. Hold on. I have to deactivate. Then reactivate. Ah, there we go. Then configure. Then turn off the autofocus. Apply. Okay. Done. And full screen. Okay, we're good. Carry on.
We good?
Yeah, we're good. We're back in line.
So these next two, couple N64 games, like I said, I've been finding some great deals there. I couldn't believe that I found this one for $7 and the other one for $9. So this was the $7 one, and that is Star Wars Rogue Squadron.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, I love that game.
Yeah, this is a fun game. So now I own every single game in the Rogue Squadron series.
Very nice.
So
I think I'm missing number 2. I've got 1 and 3.
And this one, for as popular as this title is, I did not expect to find this game for $9. And that's Perfect Dark.
Wow.
Nice.
So I saw Perfect Dark there. I'm like, and I saw it was $10. It was $9.99.
And I just had a perfect fart.
Was it dark?
Oh, well, it was dank.
Perfect dank.
Dank.
That's the modern re-release.
Perfect dank. Yeah.
The hipster meme version, Perfect dank.
That's right. Yeah.
So
I'm sure someone's done that in Photoshop. I'm sure of it. Someone has had to have done that already.
oh, probably.
Probably.
So the next one I picked up is a original PlayStation title. I played the crap out of the N64 version. Never owned as a kid, but I have played a bunch of the PlayStation version of this. Technically, it is Streets of Rage 4.
Ah.
Also known as Fighting Force.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I love that game,
Never
dude.
played that.
This game is so much fun. But the second one is absolute garbage. The first one is so much. It's just a classic 3D beat 'em up.
Like that one, it's clunky, but by today's standards, but it's still. I
still have a blast playing it. Like I know how to get around its clunkiness to have a lot of fun.
It's not like intrusive clunkiness. It's just this is an archaic game clunkiness, which is
it's. I mean, my God, it's from 1997. It's an early release PlayStation title.
You know. Constantly analog controls were just not very good back then.
Yeah, they were still getting accustomed to 3D.
It's like VR. It's not very good right now, but it will be amazing, and it'll happen really quickly, too.
You're talking about it's great right now. Compared to, the 90s when they first tried it.
Oh, yeah.
God, compared to the 90s. That was trying to push way too soon.
Mm-hmm.
So this next one here, I picked up, I already owned, but I knew I owned this. But I only had it on a disc in like a shitty black case. It was falling apart, and I wanted the full box of it, and that's ATV Off-Road Fury.
Nice.
This is
hours
so much fun. Yeah. Hours lost. Yes, just driving around in the freestyle mode.
Yep.
And just
music
doing
just bombing around. So many great. The thing about that is so great, and that they completely missed the point of why people loved it in all the sequels, is because that one is just stupid fun. It's ridiculously unrealistic in a lot of ways. From the second one on, and throughout the rest of the series, they tried to make it into a proper ATV simulator, and I think that ruined it completely.
Which is admirable for what they wanted to do, but it's not what made that one.
It's not what people liked about the first one. Like,
exactly.
I played the second one, and it was okay, and I was like, wait a minute, these controls are like more. What's wrong with the controls? And I realized it's like they're more realistic.
I remember playing the second one and not liking it, and then I remember I think they tried to go back to something similar to this with the Quad Power Racing series, and they were trying again. They tried to mix like the realism in with the sort of open world kind of design, and it just didn't work.
No, like that one was just so much fun because you could just do so much random stupid shit and see how horribly you could just destroy your rider. And
and this was the first time I'd ever experienced something that.
Garbage.
Say what?
5 minutes ago, I asked a question for you in the chat. Just posted.
For who?
the game for garbage.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Is that the ATV game?
Yes,
where
yes, it is.
I was actually just going to talk about that. I was literally in the process of saying this is the first time I ever experienced the what's known as the boundary knockback.
Yeah.
From Rainbow Studios, which is the people who made this. They if you want to know, all of Rainbow Studios' racing games minus Rainbow Six, the other stuff that they did, they all have that same knockback. If you can get out of bounds in all their other racing games, they all have the same exact knockback that flings you like 500 miles back into
That was so funny. Like, I remember, my friends and I would try to find the borders of, because like the freestyle worlds are huge, and
really big, especially for the time.
Yeah, and we would like just try to find the. But you can tell where the border is because they would have like this huge canyon around the edge.
Oh yeah,
but
you could tell you're getting close to it because it would just flatten out.
Yeah, but you could get through the canyon. If you get to the other side, you get to this like just endless flat plain, and somewhere in there, invisibly, is the actual border. And you would hit it, and you would literally, as Steven Seagal said, you'd literally hear this cannon sound and just go boom, and just send you flying backwards. And you just say you're the guy hurtling into the distance.
I love it that they added the my dad thought was always hilarious about this is when that would happen, he used to always crack out laughing because you could hear the rider going, ah!
Yes.
And then when he hits the ground, and when he hits the ground, he just goes, oh!
Good sounds.
And that was another one of the things that was great about that one that they lessened in the later ones.
Yep.
Was all the grunts and groans of like just terror and agony and horror.
So many things in this, like specifically in the Crater Park map. There's
love the Crater Park
map. Those two little like mountains with the bridge, the little rock bridge that connected them.
Yes.
There's that you can get your bike. Something I always love doing. There's a little lookout with two little telescopes that you can look through.
Yeah.
If you drive your bike slowly up and then just sit on top and then just accelerate, you get just enough speed that your bike, the rider, hits the bar and flips over the handlebars and off the cliff. It's fucking hilarious.
What's funny about that also is if you hit it just right, you can actually launch off of that little staircase that leads up to the binoculars, and you'll get enough height and enough distance if you have enough speed and aim it properly that you can actually land right in the crater. Like you can go right over into the crater.
Yeah, you can get some epic jumps off that.
So much fun, like just doing stupid random shit in that game. As
I'm talking about it.
I'm
sitting
wasted.
here with a powered on PS2. Shit up. But anyway, so I got that. My very last pickup. I don't know why I haven't owned this. It was $9. That's Christmas Story on Blu-ray.
Nice.
Very nice.
I don't own that yet either, so.
I don't think I have that on Blu-ray.
I don't have it on Blu-ray, but I'm pretty sure
I
have it.
I have it on DVD.
I'm like $9. Hell yeah! It's got a really awkward looking disc.
Yeah.
It is kind of.
I need to get that one still.
And it's just like a random scene.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say
random.
random.
On the slap. It's a ho ho ho.
It's a famous scene.
Yeah, it's right before that part. He's when he's sitting on his line, saves his lap and stuff.
Actually, I think it's the scene like it's as he's doing the ho 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 because like his.
Well, no, that's actually the part where he's asking him what he wants, and he says, "How about football?"
How about a football?
Yeah, and he's like,
"A football? What's a football?"
Yeah. He's like, no, snap
kid.
out of it, dummy.
The thing I love best about that movie is though there is like a lot of movies, there's a plot and everything like that. It's really just it's a montage of such classic scenes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Oh, sorry.
No, I was just gonna say there's some you tell that movie to somebody, everybody has their favorite part from that movie, and it's that set piece sort of thing, and it just works. It's really neat.
Ragile.
Okay,
I guess it must be Italian or something.
So Michael in the chat, Michael the Collector, wants to know what he should read first. Arkham: A Serious House on Serious Earth, or Long Halloween. My question is, do you want to read them in chronological order? Because technically, Long Halloween happens before Arkham.
Wait a minute, I thought the Tim Sale, Jeff Loeb stuff was all kind of its own universe.
No, it's actually in continuity.
It is?
Yeah, it's been in continuity for a long time now.
But how? It's so.
What do you mean,
like,
hell no?
I didn't say
it
hell no.
It takes place early Batman. It's like the first year.
Okay. But it seems to contradict, like, so much stuff from before.
Like what? What does it contradict?
Well,
Curious.
I can't, cite specific examples.
I don't think it contradicts anything. It's not a contradiction.
Oh my god, let me talk!
Oh,
it feels like it's, like, a retelling of the origin, like a reinvention.
Well, it is, because the original comics haven't been in print since the fucking 40s. So it's taken a lot of the characters, like, from those original stories and introducing the new modern era. So it's technically originally was made when New Earth, that was post-Crisis on Infinite Earths, existed. Now it's I don't know what is in or not in continuity with the New 52 and Rebirth and 5 million Convergence and all this a million other things happened since then.
Yeah.
But if you're talking about classically speaking, it's a year one Batman Shaman, Batman Gothic, then there's like one or two more things, Man Who Laughs, and then Long Halloween, Dark Victory, and then there's When in Rome, and Robin Year One, etc., etc. And then you get the Arkham stuff. Technically, it takes place later, but part of the Arkham stuff actually takes place, well before.
Here, I'll simplify it for Michael. Read both of them; they're good.
There you go.
I would say that reading Long Halloween would give you a more sense of Batman before you go into A Serious House on Serious Earth, which is a more deconstructionist of the medium.
Deconstructionist. Also, it does kind of assume familiarity with some of the Rogues Gallery, not all of whom are particularly well known to the general public.
Correct. A lot of whom are actually in Long Halloween, so
yes, well, that's exactly it.
And for approximately 20 years, The Serious House and Serious Earth was not considered canon at all until Grant Morrison wrote it into canon.
Yeah. With
his own run in Batman.
Gotcha.
So he wrote the original. So
that's right. I forgot they're both the same. Yeah. Cool.
So, I found both rather shallow and pedantic.
I actually have the original hardcover release of Serious House on Serious Earth. It's good stuff. Sorry, so is that it for your pickups?
Here, this is the spot I was talking about.
Oh yes, there it is. You found it.
Yes, yeah. So watch what happens when you get right here. You just accelerate. You just flails all the way down.
Yeah,
amazing.
Think, now, in the later ones also, didn't they make it so that the rider doesn't fall off the bike?
No, yeah. It's just like the bike just falls over.
Yeah.
And then it instantly respawns as soon as you fall off the bike.
See, that's something else that, that's one of the reasons why this is so much fun.
Oh, God.
Because,
just body plant on the...
Brilliantly. I love that game. I need to get that game.
I can't remember. I think I still have it. Can't remember.
I'm pretty sure you still have it.
I'm pretty sure I do.
I'm pretty sure I remember it in your video, the last one you did. So as long as you didn't get rid of it since then.
No, I have.
Oh, that's a nice little sandstone needle. That's kind of cool.
There you go. Yeah, this is probably one of my favorite maps. I played this one a lot. Always fun to try to launch off the cars.
I haven't played these since the back in the day.
Try to get on the roofs of the various buildings.
I only remember some of this.
But
I'm gonna try while you guys are talking. I'm gonna. Oh god.
Yes, Batman Year 2.
Oh,
okay,
god.
so a lot of things there's chunks of Batman Year 1 that aren't in continuity, like Catwoman's no longer a prostitute. In fact, her sister's keeper, the sequel to Year 1, is not even in continuity anymore.
What?
And then Year 2.
No, I refuse.
I personally, it's my continuity. That's the thing about Batman. You can make your own continuity.
See, I mean, to
Year
me,
2.
Hold on.
There's about 30 pages in the entire Year 2 saga that are technically still in continuity.
See, I cannot read Year 1 without then reading Sister's Keeper, because the two just mesh together so beautifully.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know.
And that all predates When in Rome and Dark Victory and Long Halloween. So that's
Yeah.
But no, that's the thing. Some of those things are are written out of continuity. Like, When in Rome's technically out of continuity because it assumes that Catwoman's the same one as the one in Sister's Keeper and Year One, even though technically that one doesn't exist. She's been just changed a bit, retconned. You know,
fucking.
I don't like retcons, but well, I mean, you know, it's fine. It's new stuff. It doesn't technically, you know, invalidate any old stuff.
Once in a while, it's like fine if it's for, you know, for an interesting purpose. Like for example, retconning the death of Jean Grey to create X Factor, and we got X Factor out of that, which was cool.
Right.
But you know, sometimes I think it's like, well, we're going to change this just because. Although
I'll tell you no.
Although
bringing Jean Grey back was totally a cash grab, but that's
yeah.
Fine.
I know, but whatever. Anyway,
I still like it.
I liked it because it gave us X Factor.
You got my cash.
But yes, yes, they grabbed my cash.
Yes, right.
But I mean, that said, I mean, for all my complaining that I'm doing about them writing out Sister's Keeper, I mean, that origin of Catwoman itself was a retcon. So,
yeah. Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, all of that's a retcon. That's all. I mean, you gotta admit, that is all departure from the original stuff, too. So, like, I don't have a problem with a writer doing a completely different take on the character. Right? Whatever. It doesn't mean that old stuff doesn't exist anymore. It still got printed. It's still, you can find the copy and read it. And it's not expensive at all. For, like, $8, I can get the trade paperback, which was printed twice as Sister's Keeper in 2 different forms. So
I have, I think I have the original release of it.
Yeah, it's like super cheap. You can get the comics cheap because no one wants it because it's not in continuity. Year 2, most of that's not in continuity. The only thing that's in continuity is when he's talking about the gun that killed his parents that he stole from police lockup. That bit of lore is still in continuity. Yeah. The Reaper having existed as a previous character back before Batman operated, that part's still in continuity. Reaper coming back may not be in continuity. It's not clear, but the Reaper's daughter came back in a future, like a recent, like last decade story. So technically, parts of that are in continuity, but no one's ever clarified. So in the end, it's whatever you want it to be. But there is a definite order for these things.
On an epic scale, Stoudman. You just actually me into oblivion. But,
I'm sorry.
But speaking of Batman, earlier in the Discord, JL was mentioning some stuff happening in Season 5 of Gotham, and you were like, I don't like that. I don't like how they butcher everything. And he said, but they're going to introduce Bane in it, and they're doing
I'm glad someone enjoys it.
And they're doing the No Man's Land storyline, and I mean, to be fair, I mean, I think he mentioned it to you because he knows you're collecting the comics, and that those are important storylines, and we've been talking about them.
This is where I am right now.
Well, there you go. See,
in the middle of the Tallyman story, which is fucking stupid.
Logically, one would think relevant to your interest, but you're like, nah, Gotham. But
I told him like a million times I don't like Gotham, and he keeps tagging me in Gotham shit.
And then
you can't get in my shit. You just did this with Power Rangers with him.
And then he mentioned there's a new Batman series coming out about like the early days of Batman, and I think your reaction was, and I quote, meh.
Yeah, I'll wait. Well, I'll wait until
wow, dude.
I'll watch a few episodes.
Some Batman fan you are, not liking all things Batman. Like, how do you reconcile that with your Bat fandom claims?
I like Batman in comics form.
Exactly.
And the other visual forms have been hit and miss in various ways, except for the animated series, which I think is a pitch-perfect adaptation.
Absolutely.
And when they revise characters, like, say, Mr. Freeze, there were such good revisions that literally after that, that's now Mr. Freeze's origin, which was not, by the way, the origin before. That cartoon was so important that it literally changed the comic book character's origin.
It did. Well, it gave us Harley Quinn.
And it gave us Harley Quinn, too. But I mean,
totally an invention of the animated series.
And by the way, that Joker in that animated series is the best Joker that's ever been put in motion.
Absolutely.
Like, no one else has come close to it. Not even close.
Yeah.
Not even the Killing Joke, which I thought was excellent, but
It's been interesting to me watching it again and realizing how blatantly they touch on the fact that the Joker-Harley relationship is totally a Stockholm Syndrome abusive relationship.
Yep.
And they don't shy away from it at all. Like, they pretty much, like, Batman pretty much tells it right to Harley's face. Like, why do you want to go back to that abusive guy? It's like, 'cause he's my Mr. J. Like, she just,
well, it's something she deals with in the comic a lot until she, like, partners with Poison Ivy of all people, and they both reformed together.
Yeah.
Of all things.
Well, they kind of do that. I don't know if they get as far as reforming, but they do partner up in the animated series. Like they do kind of.
No, I'm talking about the comics. I was talking about the comics.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like as far as where that started.
I think there's an episode where they talk about they want to. She talks about she wants to reform, but I don't know if they ever actually reform.
There was one where Poison Ivy may have reformed, but Batman isn't buying it.
Yeah, maybe what I'm remembering actually. Now that you mention it, I'm like, oh yeah.
But
it's been a while since I've seen all the episodes.
But a lot. Honestly, the part of the series I'm in now, a lot of them are new to me. Well, damn it, this is disappointing. We promised everybody a big fight about your lack of proper Bat fandom, and you let me down.
Hey, you didn't promise anything. You're the one who made the promise.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I don't know why you're I'm not going to fight you on it because I don't give a shit what your opinion is. I don't care about the album. Fine. And I'll check out Batman eventually.
I've seen like literally maybe 6 episodes of Gotham, so I'll check it out eventually. I'm not in a big rush, but
it lost you about 14 episodes.
Yeah, well, I liked it enough to be curious about watching more, and I'll check out this new one.
The depiction of the Penguin as being this sniveling, conniving person is just weird.
But did you get as far as when he actually becomes the Penguin?
No.
Oh, see.
But I mean, he's a sleazy nightclub owner. Goddammit, what the fuck? He just happens to be rich. It's just like. Anyway.
So I assume Cass has no pickups. So pickups, since I've already selected you.
Yeah.
Wait, was Eric done? We just kind of hijacked his pickups.
I'm pretty sure he's done. Are you done, Eric?
Oh, okay.
I assumed ATV was the last one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure because I thought we hijacked his shit.
Eric's just like, fuck you guys, I'm going to play my game now.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought you were playing the game because we hijacked his shit. And like, whatever, I'll just play my game.
Like, that would have been like the biggest hijack ever. Like,
I know, right? I
felt
bad for a minute there. I was like, oh shit.
20 minutes of Batman lore lecture.
You should feel bad.
So, what Batman comics did you get this week, Skinslip?
Well, I am a really hardcore Batman fan, but I also understand that, it's not just my fandom. It's okay.
Yes.
It's all right. Enjoy what you enjoy. As long as you enjoy Batman, it's all good, baby. It's all good.
It is a pretty expansive fandom.
There's so many versions of Batman that they can all exist. It's okay.
Yeah.
All right, first up, I got Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., Volume 1. This is the 1989 series.
Oh, nice.
And we got Volume 2.
Nice.
And Volume 3.
Oh.
Now, there's one more volume that completes the series, and it's called Nick Fury, Rebirth of Hydra, or Birth of Hydra. And in fact, that very issue, that very trade starts with one of the last appearances of, you guessed it, Wood God. Our favorite tree element that appeared in like 5 appearances. Anyway. Next, we got Black Widow, Web of Intrigue. I can't remember which one I got. Anyway, I got the other one I hadn't picked up yet. This one has the Marvel Fanfare issues from Marvel Fanfare Volume 1, number 10 through 13, plus the Bizarre Adventure 25 and the Coldest War graphic novel. So that's kind of cool. I got it for the Marvel Fanfare reprints. Next, we got Adam Warlock by Jim Starlin, which is basically, there's one other collection, and it's Marvel Masterworks Volume 1, which collects everything that's not in this volume for the classic era. And then, when you get to the 80s, there's a bunch of Infinity War tie-in stuff that I don't have yet. And we got the complete Captain Marvels by Jim Starlin.
Starvin. I don't think he's starving.
But there's also a Marvel Masterworks Volume 1 that contains the other contents that aren't in here. But I wanted these specifically because these are reinventions of the characters that are the things that stand today. They're not, so the original origins for these characters are a little bit weak, and then like Starlin comes in and just retcons and revises and revamps the characters on both of these series, and both of these are predecessors to the Infinity Gauntlet, which I'm prepping up to.
I'd just like to add in here for a moment here, Michael the Collector. Batman Returns is actually one of my favorite Batman movies. I like the fact that it's dark and twisted and different. That I think is one of its strengths. I like Danny DeVito's very different interpretation of the Penguin. Previously, the only version in live action we'd had was Burgess Meredith's from the 60s series, which was very much based on the 50s and 60s interpretation of the character. And then, and I loved that version of Catwoman. I thought it was a very like tragic and powerful story of a woman who was victimized and brutalized, rising
clearly
up.
Influenced by the Year One and her Sister's Keeper stuff, but it's its own take.
Okay, rising up and finding the strength to fight back and be her own person and and make her own identity and not let the men in her life dictate. I think it's a very strong story. And
I love that movie.
And deals with some very dark, very serious things that obviously a lot of people weren't ready to deal with.
It's all about the Bat Missile.
Yeah.
I love that thing as a kid. I made that thing out of Lego several times. Like, I need a Batmobile with a Bat Missile attached to it. So Batman can eject off. Long before Lego actually made official Batmobiles. Anyway, I got Inhumans. Beware the Inhumans, which collects all the Amazing Adventures appearances that they did and some other stuff that this is basically the direct follow-up to Inhumans, Origin of the Inhumans trade paperback. There's no volume markings because that's how they do it now, or did it. Anyway, we got Excalibur, Epic Collection Volume 1, The Sword is Drawn, continuing with Mike Claremont stuff. Then we got finally some DC stuff. Green Lantern, Sector 2814, Volume 1. Volume 2. Volume 3. Now, the thing about this is there's a bunch of crossover with this and Tales of the Green Lantern Corps trades, which I also have to get. And this also is all contained in my Crisis on Infinite Earths trade paperback, minus the stuff that's only in this. So, unfortunately, each of these have unique trade volumes that are not in the other volumes, so it's like, even though they have overlap. God damn it. I spend so much money on these out-of-print trades. That's everything. I got all that because I did some pet sitting. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to afford such luxurious things.
Cool. Didn't you say you had some movies this week as well, or was?
I do.
Okay.
My lovely girlfriend, sent me a Christmas present. She sent me the Pajama Girl case. The Pajama Girl case. And that's some sort of giallo that takes place in Australia. Like, it's an Italian film, but it's like locations in Australia.
Yeah.
And then we got Eating Raoul from the Criterion Collection.
I remember that one.
I haven't seen either of them.
That's a good movie. I saw it back in the VHS days.
Nice.
Yeah, it's very... It's
dark and funny.
It's dark comedy, basically.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Yeah,
that's everything I got.
You'll enjoy it. Cool. All right, that's some good stuff. All right, I'm just going to minimize a little bit here, just to kind of keep tabs on my camera. Move you guys over a bit. There we go. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's get just so I can see myself there. All right. Okay, here we go. So, first up, comics. One comic this week.
They said Tom Hanks. I was so confused.
Volume 1 of The Tomb of Dracula.
Yay, you got it, finally.
So now we got volumes 1 and 2. So that brings me right up to date on all the Marvel Monsters stuff. So.
Volume 3 is in what, August or something?
I don't know. I haven't actually checked, but
this year at some point.
Volumes 1 and 2 were a year apart. I'm hoping they don't wait that long for Volume 3.
Sometime in 2019 is when Volume 3 comes out.
So I think it's going to be like 4 or 5 volumes for the whole series, something like that.
5, I believe, is the projected amount.
That sounds about right. Because the main series was 70 issues, but they're also reprinting Dracula Lives. I'm not sure how many issues that ran. And then, of course, there's all the crossovers
and they might print some of the later stuff, like the part where Doctor Strange tries to kill him again, and then there's another one where like later stuff they might put that at the end of it. You know.
That's true. There was like a Son of Dracula thing that they did that tied into it, and yeah. And
anyway.
that's the only comic I got. I've got a couple more coming in the mail that haven't arrived yet.
Nice.
But I should mention, finally, months later, got my replacement discs for the Doctor Who Tom Baker set. So
Yay!
I now have the corrected discs. They've already been incorporated into the set. These are the faulty ones. Which, much like the Creature from the Black Lagoon one that I got like a few days before that,
Body screams to snatch a scream. I love it. I like you went dead silent. Excellent, JL. You know, he's annoyed, but he's all thinking, that was $5.
That was $5. Thank you for annoying me. So
I love you, JL.
Money well spent. Sorry. The little lady is at a party that she's not enjoying here. Just give me a moment.
Dun, dun, dun.
Beauty.
Anyway, it goes dead silent. I love it.
Sorry.
Everyone stopped talking, so I'm gonna talk. Hey guys, so how's it going?
Yeah,
you know,
everybody
this
goes
is your
back.
boy.
Okay, okay, I'm back. I'm back. I'm here. I'm good.
Okay.
Okay, so I got movies. So speaking of Batman, let's see here.
Batman.
We got actually speaking of Batman the Animated Series, got the complete series of Justice League Unlimited on Blu-ray.
Nice,
So
I need to get that still.
So that actually completes.
Fuck's sake!
That actually completes my Justice League collection. Because I have the other 2 seasons on Blu-ray, the regular Justice League series that preceded it. I would grab this one soon. I had to get it from a third-party seller, so I don't know if that means it's going out of print or what.
Probably getting one of those select sets like the Batman animated series.
I don't know, but
I bet.
Anyway, then to tie in with the 60s series, which, as you know, I got on Blu-ray a little while ago, I got this one, Legends of the Superheroes from the Warner Archive Collection, which was 2 one-hour specials that originally aired once and once only in 1978. They are so cheesy and so awful, but
so bad.
Yeah, but I remember seeing these when I was a kid, and I enjoyed it as a kid. So a little bit of nostalgia. Plus, notable in that it has the first live-action appearance of Burt Ward and Adam West in costume as Batman and Robin in a show of some kind since the 60s series. So pretty cool to see them back.
I would say that budget is about the Star Wars holiday special level budget.
Absolutely, but yeah, it's all shot on video. It's like super
it's
low
hilarious.
budget.
It's good stuff.
It's hilariously awful. And then picked this up here. We got Superhero Origins, 3 classic movie serials. So what this has is we've got the very first movie serial based on The Shadow.
Nice.
Which is based on the radio show, of course. So very cool, 15 chapters. And then the main reason I got it was for this one here, Gotham City Serials, which is the 2 Batman movie serials from the 40s. So there's Batman from 1943 and Batman and Robin from 1949. Now, I was just going to get this on its own, but it was actually cheaper to get the set with the Shadow one included as well. I don't know why. I think the individual one is actually out of print now. So
yeah, then that other one's a newer release. I've never seen that, so that's new.
So
I've been looking at that previous release for a while. So.
Yeah, so have I, and I wanted to get it just because. Well, I mean, it's Batman's 80th anniversary next year, so I wanted to get.
Oh, maybe they'll release a Blu-ray. That'd be so.
I wanted
cool.
to get a lot of the DVDs and Blu-rays that I didn't have. So, yeah, there you go. All right.
I hope someone does a Blu-ray of that next year. That'd be cool.
So then, another comic book related one here. Finally got this one here. We got Superman, the TV movie extended cut on Blu-ray, which is paired with the Superman special edition. This one was kind of special to me because I actually have a VHS tape that my mom recorded back when this originally aired, of the original 2-part version that aired on network television. And further special to me because my friends and I watched it on my 10th birthday. So, so it's going to be pretty cool to see that version restored in high definition and in widescreen, actually, because the original, of course, was blown up to full screen.
Fuck's sake!
So, yeah, pretty cool. Let's see. Next up, got... well, I missed the Twilight Time release, so when I saw the Shout Select edition on the shelf, I had to grab this. We have David Lynch's Wild at Heart.
Nice. It's a better edition anyway. So.
Yeah, starring Nicolas Cage, Laura Dern, and an unforgettable villain performance by Willem Dafoe in this. He's so scummy.
I've never seen it, but by all accounts, waiting was good for you.
Yes, it's a really good movie. Definitely check it out. I think it's just really good. Nicolas Cage kind of does an Elvis impersonation for his character through most of it, and it's hilarious. Very tongue-in-cheek and quirky, as you would expect.
I love Nick Cage. He can do no wrong in films.
And then wanted to get this one because there's another movie I really like that kind of ties into this a little bit. As you know, the other one I'm talking about is Threads. So I also picked up, finally, The Day After. Which is kind of like the American Threads.
Such a depressing movie.
Yeah, so this is actually a cool edition. This is from Kino Lorber Studios. We have the original 122-minute TV cut in the television aspect ratio, 1.33 to 1, and the 127-minute theatrical cut in 16 by 9.
Nice.
So, kind of interesting.
Me and Stoudman are like really big fans of that company.
So you get, I love Kino Lorber. I think they're doing some fantastic stuff, especially since like they used to be like the company to go to for like silent films and stuff like that. But I love that they've got this whole studio pictures line, or they're launching the doing nice editions of the more obscure titles that the big studios won't touch. And
like 5 years ago, I used to shit on them because they never did any special features, and out of nowhere, they're now one of the best companies.
Yeah, they're doing great stuff.
So bravo! Like Jesus, man.
So
take notes. Scream and Shout Factory.
And another Kino Lorber release is one I've had my eye on for a while. Finally decided to pull the trigger on it. Got Cherry 2000, which is very cool. No reaction. I'm probably the only person who's even heard of this movie.
I've seen it a few times. I'm not a fan.
Okay. But I like it.
I've never heard of it.
Oh, Tim Thomerson is in it. I didn't realize he was in this.
He's on TV a lot.
Yeah. I saw it, I don't know, back in the 80s. I remember liking it, so I've been wanting to see it again for a long time. And,
you would.
Then, another Kino Lorber release. We have Ray Bradbury's The Martian Chronicles miniseries.
Nice.
Which I've always really liked. Now, this is kind of interesting. Kino Lorber releases don't usually have slipcovers. This one does. So check this out. So we got this, which is this beautiful painted cover on there. Very nice. And then inside we got this alternate cover, which was on the original DVD release.
Oh, that alternate cover is, yeah.
It's basically.
I like that slipcover, dude.
Yeah, the slipcover is beautiful. And actually, I should also mention, well, it's 2-disc, but it's also.
I gotta be right back.
Cover's also reversible. So if you don't get the slipcover, you can still have that beautiful painted artwork on the front. So, if you so choose. But yeah, the slipcover is beautiful. And last but most certainly not least, had to grab this. This is one of my all-time favorite John Carpenter movies. We have Starman, the Scream Factory Collector's Edition, which just came out this week, actually. Very, very nice. And as always, it has the reversible cover with the original poster art on the cover there.
I'm glad they did it. It's just...
What?
Well, you've heard of all the stupid shit happening with Scream Factory lately, right?
No.
Yeah. Well, apparently they're getting really, really stingy about, like, how people do sales of their products and when they're allowed to do sales and how much those sales are allowed to take off.
Oh, really?
So, like, from what I can understand at least, like, nobody is allowed to take more than 15% off of any given title now that comes out, newer ones. So, like, the reason that Creepshow has been $40 since it came out, that's why. They won't drop the price on it. They refuse to drop the price on it.
I think I got Creepshow for about 35, 36 Canadian.
Yeah.
Like, it was relatively cheap. But, I mean, I got it a couple months ago. So.
And the thing is, like, they are paying, the people who bought that so that they could sell it to you, paid probably like $25, $26 for it. And then they got maybe $5 to $10 back out of that. Yeah. Out of the deal of giving it to you, of selling it to you.
Yeah.
So the people who are trying to sell these products are getting screwed over by Scream Factory the same way that all of us are.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know why Scream Factory is doing this, but they're being real dickholes right now.
Yeah, no, that's kind
And
of.
Skinslip missed the opportunity to talk shit about Scream Factory.
Oh,
Sorry, I had to
Something-
go take care of something.
something about their like price fixing and stinginess about sale prices.
They're refusing to. So what they're doing is this: they specifically Grindhouse Tapes of Miami, which are Florida or whatever, like Tampa, sorry, which is a small company like Diabolic DVD. That they're the alternative because I don't like doing Diabolic DVD because they've done some shit in it. Pretty shitty. Anyway, so what was happening was they were selling things that about like $1 more than Amazon, but Scream Factory's been wanting to make their stuff like Criterion prices for a while now. And so what they basically told us guys, you have to change your prices or we were not going to give you releases anymore.
Yeah.
So he had to take Creepshow, which was like a $31 title, which was a pretty good price considering it was like a 3-disc and a hard box, all right?
Oh, yeah,
and
it's a
jack it to
beautiful set.
$40, $45.99 or whatever, which is the suggested retail price, a price that Amazon isn't selling at all either.
Oh. Oh wait,
Basically,
so they're wanting it to go up to full suggested retail price?
Yes.
The fuck is that? Nobody sells at full suggested retail price.
Well,
Nobody.
Yeah, that's right. Because Amazon changed that, and they wanted it basically. What they were doing is making all the little guys change their prices, or they wouldn't get releases, and then basically saying the only way to get bulk through them is if you order the same amount, let's say Amazon or Walmart does.
Oh my god. Well,
So to get a good enough
gonna
price,
do that.
to get a good enough price and to name your own pricing, you have to order like 5,000 units or something.
That's ridiculous.
Right? It's stupid. So they're muscling little guys to basically screw them over, so they can't sell their product, and you can only get their product for a decent price through Amazon. Because Amazon, they can't muscle Amazon, because Amazon like, well, we won't carry your shit then, and that's a huge revenue stream for them.
You know what bullshit is like.
So I'm at this point where I'm buying Shout Factory titles third party.
Yeah.
I'm very morally opposed to strong arming people like that.
Yeah, no, that's not cool at all. Well, and I was gonna say, like, and the irony of that is Shout Factory's kind of a little guy themselves.
They're not anymore. They got Chinese investors. They're
Yeah.
big
Oh,
guys
great.
now.
Yeah. So now they fuck.
So I guarantee you, the people at Shout Factory don't care about this.
So like, way
people
to
care about.
just
They have.
shit on your roots and
They're a
shit
big
on the
fucking
other little guys.
corporation now, and they have a company that deals with their distribution, and that company's stating all this shit. But Shout Factory's still with that company, so
Yeah.
it's still Shout Factory's problem.
Yeah.
Even though they probably didn't dictate it. It doesn't matter. They're going to get punished. They should be punished for this bad practice.
Suckage.
You should definitely only buy Shout Factory titles that's well below just retail price, and not from Amazon.
So I bought this. I bought the Shout Factory edition of Starman, which just came out because I love Starman. And but I got it from Sunrise, and it was.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Definitely cheaper than $45 fucking dollars, but yeah.
Yeah, I just refuse to pay. I'm not gonna pay such a retail price. I want to help the little guy, but fuck, man, Shout Factory doesn't want that. So they want to be Criterion, but the problem is they don't. But here's my problem. I don't have a problem with a company saying we want to charge $40, all right? But if you're gonna charge me $40 fucking dollars, you better have $40 worth of fucking service. Because I'll tell you what, when something is wrong with the disc at Criterion, they fucking repress like that. They don't give fucking customers a runaround and say, oh, well, we can't do anything about it, or we can't. No, fuck you. If you're gonna charge me $40 for a release, you better fucking replace that fucking release. If there's a problem with it, you better do it fucking quick. You better give me the product I want at your price, or you're not going to get it for your price. Stoudman, you're blurry and it's throwing me off.
Yeah, Stout, be less blurry.
It's driving me apeshit. You keep
I
popping
don't know
up.
what the hell was going on there.
You turned into like Smearo Vaseline Vision. It was so weird.
You were all
Yeah, it was
DNR'd.
like the focus on my camera. It wasn't even just like the internet. It was the focus on my camera just fucking.
Yeah. It just flipped
See,
out.
that's why you notice I always turn my autofocus off. Like I just have it focused into infinity, so I'm in focus and it just stays off.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, yeah.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Well, I was going to say, I think we're done.
Oh, okay.
Oh, cool.
Well, but we're doing Conan Exiles.
Ending on a rant.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to pass on Conan Exiles tonight.
Oh, you fuck.
But...
No. You're not ditching us for a fucking girl.
Yeah,
Ray,
well,
Ray,
actually...
Ray, don't do this.
No.
Don't fucking do this.
No.
Don't Yoko Ono this. Don't
No.
you fucking Yoko Ono this.
I'm going to ditch you for a girl that I haven't been able to talk to for 2 fucking days because I had no fucking power. So, yes, in this case, I will ditch you for a girl.
Okay.
So, but I was going to say,
Not happy, Ray.
okay, cool. If you want to do this, if you want to do streaming tomorrow, we can do streaming tomorrow.
Maybe.
And we can do it
tomorrow.
for longer.
I've got DVD tomorrow and a bunch of other things, so maybe.
Alright, well, whatever. Anyway,
I don't know. I had time tonight.
Okay, well, I thought I did, but, I have other commitments as well. I'm not just all about other things.
Sure.
So,
yeah.
Holy shit, just stop sulking.
I'm
Alright.
not sulking. I'm annoyed.
Good. Anyway, have yourselves a good night, everybody, and we'll see you next time when we see you. So until then, thanks for watching, and sayonara!
Go fuck yourself.
Penis.